Very good afternoon to you and welcome to Lunchtime News, coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. I'm Bernadine Jai Singha. Now let's take a look at headlines.
460 acres of land in the north under the armed forces to be handed over to owners before the end of the year. Customs sees 80,000 illegal cigarettes imported from Dubai. Vevelvatta in Balangoda in darkness for hours due to reckless driving. Earthquake leaves at least 6 dead in central Italy. Sri Lanka take on Australia in the second ODI this afternoon.
2 Sri Lanka women in possession of 80,000 illegal cigarettes were arrested by airport custom upon their arrival from Dubai.
80,000 illegal cigarettes worth over 2.8 million rupees were seized at the airport. Our correspondent said that the stock of cigarettes were found hidden in 4 bags of the 2 Sri Lankan women. The 2 arrested individuals have been identified as siblings and are residents of Homagama. Another youth who arrived with them has been arrested. He is a resident of Matale.
Reckless driving caused an accident on the Balangoda-Ratnapura main road last night. The rear end of a tipper truck had come into contact with a high-voltage power cable running over the street, resulting in the area experiencing darkness for many hours.
Reconstruction activities of the Balangoda-Ratnapura road are currently ongoing. Our correspondent said that a tipper truck transporting sand caused the accident when it had collided with the electricity cables as a result of not retracting the rear axle after unloading the sand. The police stated that the driver of the vehicle had been under the influence of alcohol at the time. Newsfirst correspondent Nalak Hettiarachi informed the officials of the Ceylon Electricity Board of the situation, after which the CEB cut off the supply of power to the area. Our correspondent noted that the supply of power was cut off to a number of areas including Uvella and Diavella. The supply of electricity is to be restored to the area. Electricity was passing through those cables across the main road. Nothing was done to address that. We owe our gratitude to the News First correspondent. It is because of the Sirasa media that this was done immediately.
Parliament is expected to convene at 1 this afternoon. News First parliamentary correspondent Amara Sri Bandara said that the Minister of Ports and Shipping is expected to present a draft bill on amendments to ports and airports development to Parliament. He added that several other tax-related matters are also expected to be discussed in Parliament today. He went on to note that the Minister of Development Strategies and International Trade is scheduled to make a statement to Parliament as well. And moving on to another local news, the Minister of Defence announced that 50,000 acres of land in the north under the military during the conflict have been released. Additional Secretary Vasantha Perera speaking to News First said that 32,107 acres of land continues to remain under the military. She added that 7,022 acres are privately owned lands. 460 acres of those lands are expected to be released to their original owners within this year. 2,758 acres of lands in the north and east are to be released to their owners during next year. Lands that are released by the government will be vested with the Divisional Secretary, who will thereafter hand them over to the original owners. And moving on to another local news, the 37th memorial of late Dr. N.M. Perera was held yesterday. The commemoration event took place at the auditorium of the Colombo Public Library.
Professor N.M. Perera, who was born on the 6th of June 1905, was a well-known figure in the country's leftist movement. Professor N.M. Perera, who played a pivotal role of creating the Lanka Samasamaja Party, served as the Minister of Finance under the Sirimavo Bandaranaike government. Former President Mahinda Rajapaksa, ministers and MPs were among those present for the event.
Dr. Perera was instrumental in strengthening politics in the country. When he sees a flaw, he will come to you and he will personally inform you of this and tell you what to speak in this respective manner. During his time as finance minister, when presenting the budget, if there were requests to make changes, he would listen to the MPs. In the past, we experienced the colonial era We are using the term liberal to once again face an imperialist era. Democratic rights are being violated and the economy is on a verge of collapse. The situation now is that the economy that was won through the struggles is being dismantled. Financial institutions are owners and they are the decision makers.
තීන්දුව ගන්න මේ හදන්නෙත් පෙරලන්නෙත් ඒගොල්ලෝ.
The National Council for Road Safety announced that it has produced a document to the Attorney General's Department to amend the fines imposed on motorists who violate road rules. Chairman of the Council, Dr. Sisira Kodagoda, said that this aim is being taken to minimize the rising number of motor accidents.
The report is focused on addressing three chief factors that contribute to the increase of road accidents. The National Commission for Road Safety said that thereby the fines imposed on motorists who violate the road rules will be amended. Dr. Sisira Kodagoda added that attention has been focused on issuing a certificate of standard on motorbike helmets to be in effect for next month. He also said that lack of lighting in certain areas along roads has been identified as another factor for the increase in motor accidents, and that this issue too will be solved in the future with the help of local government bodies.
The case filed on the disappearance of the journalist Prageet Ekneligoda was taken up before the Homagama Magistrate Court yesterday. The suspect soldiers were remanded until the 8th of March, and the Magistrate Ranga Disanayaka stated that their bail applications will be considered on that day. With that, we wrap up Lunchtime News. I'm Bernadine Jazz Singha. Have a wonderful day. Take care.